why did you choose a white man? They have small things. First of all, guys, if you're new to this channel, we've not yet slept together. So why are you looking at me like that? Like we are waiting until marriage. Hi guys, we are Ash and Evan. Welcome to our channel.
Guys, today, what are we doing today?
We are doing 8 questions people always ask and we are tired of them. Okay, like 8 questions we are tired of as an interracial couple. Yep. So
8 questions we're tired of hearing, or that we may get tired of in the future.
yeah.
We haven't heard a lot.
Yeah, we have some questions
Not in
that people
person,
ask
mostly online.
online, like on our Instagram mostly, and this question, like, I'm tired of it. Right, even before we jump in it, before we start, I'm also tired of a thing of how did you guys meet?
Guys, we made that video for you.
Yeah, we made that video for you guys.
Right here, click this video.
Yeah, but when you go on our TikTok, when you go on Instagram, people ask us every day, every time, how did you guys meet? And I always reply, I reply to everyone, so I always say, go on our YouTube channel and check and stuff like that. So guys, let's just jump into it. Number 1.
No, that wasn't number 1.
That wasn't number 1, I was
it
just
was number
saying
0.
it, yeah, because, well, someone might ask, like, someone has never watched our YouTube channel, so, but I'm tired of it as a person.
Alright,
So,
number 1.
Yeah. What does your family feel about your partner's race?
How do they feel?
Like, that is a question like everyone asks. Well, I'll start. Personally, when Evan visited home, they didn't even ask me, why did you bring a white boy? I mean, they were all happy. My grandmom
Her grandma gave me a hug as soon as I walked in the door.
She was like, can I give him a hug? Like, she was like, ask him.
She doesn't speak English.
Yeah, she doesn't know English, so she told me, like, Muguze nawe nimbasafu mufumbata. Like asking, she asked me to ask him whether she can hug. And yeah, everyone was like, it's okay. So my grandmom treated him like her own.
But you were afraid of it. You were afraid of how she would react.
Yeah,
because she didn't tell her grandmother whether I was white or black when I was first meeting her.
Yeah, and another thing, I think there is no white that has ever been at my home, so I was wondering how she would react. So of course, but yeah, the reason we are tired of it, I mean, whether white or black, we are all people. So anyway.
My family is very accepting, so no problems on my end.
Yeah, your mom is just like,
All right, number 2.
Yeah, so most of the people ask, you're dating a white boy and you worried about people thinking you want money. Some people, of course, thinking I'm just giving him my body and that's all. Of course, some people say that. And actually, the most funny one is that always, like yesterday, actually, some guy asked me, but if, but those guys have tiny, you understand, guys?
I have a tiny wiener. That's what he said.
Yeah, like they have tiny. First of all, guys, if you're new to this channel, we've not yet slept together. So why are you looking at me like that? Like we are waiting until marriage. But then that question is funny for me. So I feel like I'm tired of that because it keeps repeating itself everywhere I go. They're like, why did you choose a white man? They have small things. And another thing saying, yes, people definitely know I'm with him because of money, but that's not true. Like we said in our past video here, it's not true. And yeah, but
I'm
people
poor.
but people stop asking me whether he has a big one or small one. I'm not good.
Inappropriate. Number 3.
Number 3.
What's number 3? Wouldn't it be easier to date your own race? To just date your own race. I don't think I've heard this one a lot. maybe some people have said I could never date a Ugandan, which is a little weird.
Yeah, guys, but I think, like, to be honest, I think it's a little bit hard when you date a different race because you're trying to learn everything. Right now, like the way I talk, sometimes I sound rude, sometimes you sound rude, sometimes like the food is different, everything.
Yeah, it's not really a race thing, it's more of a cultural thing.
Yeah, it's not, actually it's not race, it's culture. But you keep learning and learning. So actually guys, we are replying all these questions so that you don't ask us the same thing again. So yeah, I think.
And you've heard it too.
Yeah, but I don't think I can
why
say.
don't you just wait date Ugandans?
Why can't I date Uganda?
Do people ask you that?
Yeah, like people have asked me why I didn't date a Ugandan boy, and I mean I've dated and it has failed. So it's not about race or what. It's yeah. So
Number 4.
Number 4. So this is aren't you worried about your kids being bullied?
If we had kids,
yeah.
I was worried about them being bullied. No, I mean I was bullied, so I don't think I'd worry more than any other parent.
To be honest, for me I feel like I am worried sometimes. Especially, you know what is happening, like for example in America, like the Black Lives Matter thing, now Asian thing. So sometimes I feel like they might be affected, but then it's all about what we shall teach them. Like,
yeah, it's definitely more complicated because if they're half black, half white, or mostly black, then they would experience the world differently than I ever have. And so I would have a pretty steep learning curve learning how to parent them. So that's maybe one concern I have. But as far as them getting bullied, I mean, sure, I'd be afraid of them experiencing the world as a black man or woman, like in the US, with what's going on with police brutality and systemic racism. But I don't know, we haven't really crossed that bridge, so I haven't thought about it too much because we're not married. We haven't gotten to that point of thinking about kids, but yeah, sure, it would definitely be hard from that perspective, from the race perspective, but also just from being a third culture kid, because they'd be growing up from two different cultures, and that creates a third culture. They're growing up with a Ugandan mother and an American father, so that makes them experience the world differently than anybody else around them. Whether they're in the US or they're here in Uganda, they would be in their own category almost.
Yeah, but apart from the race thing, I feel like bullying is everywhere, especially at school. I'm sure everyone was. Anyway, I don't know, but I was bullied as a kid, sometimes at school, but that makes you stronger actually. So if it's not, I mean as me, because the more people used to bully me, the more I used to be strong and, stand up for myself. But for race, like that color and stuff, I really can't say much about that. Number 5, guys, it's do you only date whites? Do you only date black girls?
I haven't really heard that before, have you?
Yeah, I think I've heard it. That's why it is there.
Okay.
But yeah, guys, the answer is no. I mean, right now I'm dating a white guy, and he's the first white guy I've dated anyway. So it's not that I can say I can never date a black man, because I've dated some before. So for me it's a no, but I hope.
No, for me it's not a big thing. Like, I think you can have a racial preference, but it shouldn't be like top of the list.
Yeah, when you say racial preference, I agree with you, because as a kid, my brother Shop can say that. I used to tell him I want to date a white boy.
Oh, really?
Like, he used to stay with whites. Like I told you, so I used to feel like, I don't know, I can't give a strong reason why I loved whites since childhood, but it was a preference. But then, you can't just give yourself I mean, God writes your story, so if it was not meant for me to be with you, probably I would not meet you. That's why I dated black guys before, so I really can't say no because I'm not, but then my preference was white.
So maybe that comes from you not having a lot of good role models around you who were Ugandan, and then you saw these white people who were being nice to sharp, and so maybe you associated them with nice people when in reality you just weren't around some nice Ugandan people.
Yeah, I feel like actually what you've just said
Am I going deep?
Yeah. So guys, number 6.
Alright, number 6.
The most common question. Guys, I'm so sorry, but I feel like for this one, I'm too tired. First of all, guys, I'm not a dating site. We are not. I mean, yeah, guys, I've ever been on a dating site as me, but I had never texted anyone saying, could you help me find me a white man? Point of, is it clarification? What should I even say? Yeah. Guys, I don't even know any other white apart from Evan and the mom and dad, maybe Evan's friends, but they are all not single. And they've never given me a job of looking for them girlfriends. I mean, guys, I'm not saying it in a bad way, but even if I connect you to someone, for me it's like a wastage of time. Because they might use you and you'll be like, she's the one who brought them to me. So my answer to that question, I feel like you guys should just dedicate yourself to prayer. I swear, prayer is everything. Even if you've been heartbroken 1,000 times, the right person will come when the right time comes. They might not be black, they might not be white. I can't guarantee you that you'll get a white person.
Fire.
No, guys, I mean, please. I've never been rude to anyone who asks that. But they always ask me, Evan has a brother, give him to me, I mean, even if he had a brother, I can't just carry him and say, this girl wants you, So guys, I think that is not a nice question to ask. I feel like it's annoying at some point because we are not a dating site, guys. But I can recommend a dating site. There are Christian dating sites outside there. Just go on Google and search for Christian dating sites. You never know. Everyone has a different story. I know people who have met nice guys on dating sites. So guys, try. You have anything to say about that?
No, you said it all.
Yeah, I mean, guys, I'm not the one who gives relationships. We have only one provider, one giver, one everything, and he's the Lord. Just give him all. He will respond to your prayer.
Okay.
Number
7. Don't you get frustrated not being able to express yourself in your own language? I mean, I'm cool in English.
I mean, I'm learning more English nowadays. Guys, most of you have complained about my accent, but trust me, and I will always say this, I even said it at work yesterday, even if I go to America, my Rukonjiri accent will be the same forever. I feel like I don't want to change myself because I'm dating a white boy, because even if I date him, I'm still black, and I feel like I want Rukonjiri. I want to be a proud Rukonjirian, you understand? So no matter where I go, yes, it might change a bit, but trust me, my Rukonjiri accent will always stay. Whether it's bad or good, I don't care. I'm proud that my parents actually took me to a school in Rukonjiri that taught me this. I'm a proud Rukonjirian, in case you didn't know. So I'm not like... I think that is okay. And Evan here is willing to learn my language. He's like, he can tell my grandmom Agandi.
I'd love to be fluent in her language.
And my grandmom actually on phone sometimes Evan talks to her, So it is okay.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it can be frustrating sometimes. It requires more patience because we don't know the idioms and the metaphors that we like to use, and we often miscommunicate to each other. But I feel like that's not a big thing. But yeah, I would love to be fluent in your language so that way we can communicate that way. And
At least for us, Uganda, English is our official language. So, but Runyankore isn't a language that will take you anywhere. I'm sorry for you, Banyankore, fellow Banyankore, but I'm sure you all know that no one outside the country will know Runyankore, so at least it's better you know English than Runyankore.
Number 8.
Yeah.
Do people stare at you when you go on dates? Yes, they do. I mean, we've had it everywhere we go, but I think surprisingly, the place where we felt it, or I felt it the most, was when we went to South Africa.
Yeah, I always felt like South Africans are used to interracial
Yeah,
because there are many whites and mixed races.
Right, but I remember we went to one restaurant one of the first nights we were there, and I just felt like this, like all the white people, it was only white people, and I thought that was strange. And then they were all looking at us like we were doing something wrong. And we hadn't even opened our mouths, they didn't hear our accents yet, so it was just weird.
But I feel like this is going to happen, especially, I've not been to Europe or America, but I feel like that will happen, especially maybe in Europe if we want to visit. But for Africans, I mean, I expect that to happen in Uganda, but I never expected it to happen in South Africa. Well, even in Uganda, you know, they look at us sometimes. Like, you know, for you, you're always busy, but like last time we were at Cafe Javas, they were looking at us, although Cafe Javas, I think, is a place for whites and blacks, but then it happened.
I think people are generally curious when they look at us here, but then when we went to South Africa, it was like what are they doing? Like, something's wrong.
Anyway, guys, that was number 8, and it's the last one. Like we said, we were talking about 8 questions we are tired of, and we replied to all of them. So I'm sure no one will ask us the same questions again. So guys,
they probably will, but you can watch this video.
But guys, I know for you guys, I mean, I wasn't intending to hurt anyone in this video. If I talked bad in any way, you know, guys, we love you. Thank you for always watching our videos. Thank you for sharing. For those who share, we love you so much. And yeah, in case you want us to do any video, just put it down in the comment section, the video you want us to do next, like on Wednesday or when, just tell us.
And make sure to like and subscribe. And
follow us on Instagram at Ash and Evan. Bye, guys.
Bye.